never seen.
Yo, what's up guys? Bill here, Classic Rock and Metal Review. Time to get into a great video. Pretty new release. I think it came out in August on the bootleg market. We are talking about Van Halen live at Monsters of Rock, Castle Donington, 1984 in the UK. Great, awesome pro shop video. And it is on silver press. We'll get into all the details about it. Then at the end, we'll look at the packaging closely. Mostly want to just talk about the show itself, what you're getting if you put out the, $25-30 for this guy. And don't you just gotta, we'll get into why I'm so excited about this, but I do have a couple of videos. Nothing from this tour. That's it in a nutshell. So pretty exciting and all that good stuff. Guys, you know you love this channel. You know I like to talk and drink. So I'm already doing one, let's do the other. And then let's talk Van Halen, Monsters of Rock tour. Original lineup, obviously. You can see the smile on my face just because of that, right? Man, it's just a shame these guys couldn't have stretched it out another couple albums. Who knows what great music did not happen. But at least we got what we got, right? Zodiac label on this guy, number 608 in their archive. 67 minutes, color, pro shot. Got our numbered sticker edition here, first run. That's when you get that guy. New release, like I said, this past summer, August. Guys, I've been sitting on it for a month. My guy I got my order from, he forgot to put it in the box along with the other 10 things. So just got it really maybe 3 weeks ago. And I sat on it all that time and just waited for the right time. I think there was one night, woke up like 3 or 4 in the morning, couldn't get back to sleep. This popped into my head. Perfect time for me to go watch this, right? I don't know about you guys. I watch shit all hours of the night. And anyway, I'll give you a full review of the picture, the sound, the show itself, highlights, and then the packaging. So the picture, like I said, it's single camera. Now, I assumed when I read that in the description back in the summer that it was going to be a wide shot from the back. Something like this photograph on the back of the video, and, that was all I was expecting. Didn't look into it any further, all right? It was actually not only from closer to the stage, it's actually on the stage. This camera is officially endorsed by either the festival itself or the band. I have a feeling it's more of the band, actually. Now, when I say he's on the side of the stage, I mean he's on the stage, okay, on the Michael Anthony side of the stage with this single camera. And what's also pretty cool, you can't really tell it even from this picture here. Well, maybe you sort of can. This festival is pretty huge. I mean, it's a damn lot of people there. These guys are still pretty close together. The stage is not exactly huge. So when I say he's on Michael's side of the stage, Michael looks like he's 10 feet away. David Lee Roth looks like he's only another 5 or 6 feet past him. And Eddie looks like he's only another 10 feet past him. It's a good shot of everyone in the picture. A good amount of the time, everyone's in the shot. And the other thing, serious pro equipment. I know it's a single camera, right? How good can it be? It's probably on a tripod. It's super steady. When they pan left to right, it's really smooth. It's nothing like zigzaggy or amateurish about it at all. When Dave walks onto that sort of outer side of the stage, past the camera, he's pretty much almost brushing up against the camera. That's how close he is. Picture quality overall, I'd give it about an 8.5. And, 15 years ago, this would be a 9.5. So it's almost a 10. It's almost perfect. The picture's great. No issues there. Sound quality sounds like, I'm guessing it's just a camera. Has its own recorder. You can actually hear a conversation going on sometimes, even with the music going, but especially when Dave's just talking in between songs. The sound actually reminds me a lot of all those bootlegs that came out a couple years ago of Van Halen on their early tours. They're pro recordings, but I feel like they're really just microphones plopped down strategically somewhere on the stage. That's why I feel like it's just the camera itself is recording the sound. Now, I don't know how these stacks and stacks of amps aren't blowing away this camera's recorder, but it's, I guess, you know, pro enough or expensive enough equipment where it can handle it. It's similar, kind of, honestly, kind of reminds me of probably what it sounds like if you were out in the crowd. Now, of course, it's clearer. It's not muffled or distorted, or you're not half a mile away like some of these fans look like they are. So, but it's kind of just a general sound, you know. The sound you get when this video starts is the sound you get all the way through it. And luckily for us, all the instruments sound pretty clear. Bass isn't exactly booming. The drums are a little low, but I guess if I had to have it one way or the other, I'll take Eddie's guitar highest, a little louder than the drums, which are a little louder than the bass. And you can clearly hear Dave the whole time too, every word. So the sound, I would say, is mono, not soundboard, recorded by the camera device. A little tinny, could be better. It's not great sound, but at least it's nice and clear and steady and not up and down and so forth. In general, generally speaking about this video, the songs, they're incomplete. As you can imagine, it's a 67-minute show. You got some pre-show footage, some after-show footage. So to fit, what are we talking? 15 songs, some solos in a 60-some minute show. You kind of know going in they're not going to be complete. However, you know what? It didn't really bother me a heck of a lot. Actually, when I first saw this, I pretty much had to have it. Any hesitancy was in regards to songs are going to be a little chopped up. But I just couldn't resist that it's a Pro Shot show from 1984. In the beginning, there's a couple of almost complete songs. Then, as it goes on, things get a little choppier. At the end, though, towards the end, you do get a couple more songs that are a little more complete. And for whatever reason, this videographer uses that Hollywood-style clapboard most of the time before stops and starts of recordings, for whatever the hell reason. Now, there's the setup. So let's start running through this awesome video. Pre-show is your first little song, if you want to call it that, on here. It's exactly what it is. It's backstage, right? The camera's literally at the top of the stairs that the band have to climb to get to the stage. Filming for a few seconds. Up comes Valerie Bertinelli. That's kind of cool. Then, I guess, it pauses and then you're down with the band at the bottom of the stairs, just milling around. Only takes a minute or two, but it's kind of cool seeing that minute or two. Alex hanging out, Dave, everyone. The intro, you know, it's pretty cool. The announcer says, for the first time in over 5 years, the mighty Van Halen. It's great. They go into Unchained. Always awesome. Seeing Dave, old Dave, you know. Energetic as ever, animated as ever. What a great front man. Damn shame they just didn't last longer, like I said. But he's great. This version's great. It's almost complete Unchained. He's doing those kicks where he's kicking over his head and everything. It's awesome. Hot for Teacher, another great one. This one's another one that's, well, it's more than half of the song here. I got me some VH video. 82 Largo. Us Festival 83. I've had that for 30 years. Let's see, I have a compilation that's like 78 to 83 or something, 82. So I don't have any 84 Pro Shot. I have nothing from the 1984. Just first time I'm seeing anything from this tour. So it's just great. Next up, we got a drum solo. It sounds partially like Alex is just stalling for time. There's some other technical issue going on. But it is kind of cool. It kind of reminds you of the Hot for Teacher intro. It just goes on for like 2-3 minutes. On Fire's next. This is another nice, good version. You only get maybe half the song, but at least it's pretty cool. Dave has to interrupt it because a bottle gets thrown on the stage. Of course, Dave's going to extract his revenge the only way he knows how, by banging that guy's girlfriend. Classic Dave the whole time, man. I love that guy. All right, next up, Running with the Devil. Crowd goes nuts over this one. They're a little take it or leave it with certain songs, not this one. Now, not a full version again. This time, Stage Crasher, and I think there's already been a half dozen at this point of the show. Another one gets, you know, thrown off to the side. I think Dave says give him a drink. He's made it this far. So cool, man. This guy just, the whole show is just great. Loving it, as you can't already tell. Little guitars, you get actually most of this, kind of surprising. Dave does a little moonwalking, and busts on Michael Jackson a little bit. House of Pain, kind of cool. I consider this, I think it's pretty safe to say, deep track from 1984. And you get a decent amount of this one too. I'd say maybe most. Cool deep cut and sounds pretty cool. Bass solo. Mike, after a little noodling around, basically a synthesizer going through his bass, chucks the bass down beneath him. He's up on the drum riser. Jumps down onto the guitar. He's kicking in and all that crazy horse shit he used to do. I'll Wait is next, and when it says snippet here, they mean it's like 2 or 3 seconds. But it does come back around later. This portion of the set list is I'll Wait, then Everybody Wants Some, then Pretty Woman. But on the video here, we get a snippet, like I said, of I'll Wait, followed by just the ending of Pretty Woman. And then I'll Wait again, more of it though. And this is pretty cool. I never realized this at all. Always heard about Eddie playing keyboards on Jump. I never really heard, and that he played keyboards for 1984, the song. He actually plays keyboards on one end of the stage. Michael Anthony's playing keyboards at the other end of the stage for I'll Wait. So totally surprised about this. That kind of blew me away. Now it's kind of weird. It's just Dave in the front of the stage. Those two guys either end, Then we get Everybody Wants Some. Alex does a pretty cool intro. Not much of it, but it's cool as hell, the little bit we do get. Man, this crowd here is huge. And they're packed in like sardines. It's kind of crazy. You see, it's just like this swaying mass in front of the stage of people. And just like other festivals, you see they have to pluck some people out of the crowd because they're getting crushed in the front. Dave, man, he's just the best showman ever. Just love this guy. He's a total smacked ass, but I love him. He's stalling for a while they're fixing yet another sound problem. And it's classic Dave. Pulling every trick out of his hat you ever heard him do on all the other bootlegs. I know there's another older bootleg too. And he has the same kind of thing. There's a sound problem and he's got to talk crap while, gets fixed. Reminiscent of that. It's broad daylight, but every sentence he says is, how we doing tonight? It's always tonight, no matter, it's 5 o'clock. It's tonight to Dave. Jump is next, and let me tell you, so once again, you got Mike at one end playing keyboards, Eddie at the other. So just like I'll Wait. So that's surprising enough, but I already saw that with I'll Wait. Another surprise, though, this metal crowd loves Jump. They're as into that as anything else all night, which kind of surprised me. They only seemed like they were really into the heaviest stuff up till now, but they really dig Jump. Another surprise for me watching this, Eddie doesn't even play a guitar solo, even though there's a guitar solo on the record. Does the guitar solo on the keyboards. Then we get a legit Eddie Van Halen guitar solo, and luckily there's a good 5 minutes of it on this video, which, a lot of these songs can be chopped up. This one, I don't know how much of this was chopped off, but it's a solid 5 minutes. It's great as always. And also the camera now goes from Michael's side over to Eddie's side. So you get some good close-ups of it too. Now he does play a little bit of the instrumental Little Guitars intro. That's snuck in there. Does a little bit of that intro to Mean Street that never comes out of it. Just does the intro only. And for a little while, it's shot from the front of the stage, not from the side of the stage. So that's kind of cool. Crowd is just massive, man. You do get a shot of Eddie where the cameraman is like standing behind him on the stage. Nice full view of the whole crowd. And it's, like I said, it's enormous. Panama's next. Crowd loves it again. Sun's setting at this point. You really got me with a little jam session thing at the end. Again, these are just partial versions, but pretty cool. And then the after show. Follow the band down those stairs to a little tent and all. Eddie's hanging with John Entwistle. You see Eddie signing stuff, Michael Anthony signing stuff. And kind of ends with Eddie Van Halen signing the debut Van Halen album. Really fitting ending, kind of cool. Like I said, 67 minutes, greatness here. Final word on this, despite the edits, I had a great time watching this, as you can tell. Really good picture. You're right on stage with the band, which is pretty unique. I can only think of one other bootleg video I have where it's like this. It's like an America video from the 80s. This is obviously 20,000 times cooler. Really unique. Sound quality could be better, but at least it's steady, clear, and considering it's right in front of all those stacks of amps, you hear everything fine, you know? A few oh wow moments for someone like me not having seen anything from this tour. So that was kind of fun too. You get the top menu with song select, typical for these kind of products. About $26, $28 US cash for this. It was 20 pounds, you know. Packaging, as you can see, full-size case. There's your front cover. I've already showed you a few times. Nice work. Again, Zodiac taking care of business here. All photos from the actual show. None of this Amazon gray market bullshit where things don't match up. Even the numbered sticker looks like it's a shot from the actual festival. How cool is that? We're number 356 out of this limited edition. Probably 500. I think that's the normal press. On the inside, nice cool shot. Eddie there from the show. Another shot, alternate cover shot basically. Let's look behind the disc and get a peek at that. A couple seconds later after that cover shot. And here's your silver press DVD. Yet another shot from the actual show. That's what I'm talking about, bitches. And back cover I've already thrown up there a bunch of times. Just great. I would say grab this one. I mean, do I even have to say that? Guys, that's going to do it for now. Another edition of another review on Classic Rock and Metal Review. I suggest you sign your ass up. There, I've asked. First time I've asked in a long time. And I ain't asking again. Catch us all later.